Hello. Hi. Oh, that's too bright.
Yep, tag me. It ain't, because when you step back.
Oh, okay.
See, look,
I was going to put it back up high.
See when you step back.
All right. You can just set it there. So we're coming today to do week 3 of, you can do it that. Oh, maybe you can't. I don't know. Oh, how are we going to both get on there?
That's what I said, because see, remember at first when I was like, it won't let you rotate. But it do let you rotate on my phone.
Ridiculous.
There we go. It's okay.
Oh, maybe.
We can make it work.
Okay. We're right on there whenever we get that up on the YouTube. All right, so we're coming week 3. We're doing the 64 daily, well, we're going to call it weekly practices of nonviolence for adults and for children. And week 3 is appreciation. Week 1 was courage. Week 2 was smiling. Today's appreciation, and appreciation actually will, again, recap on courage and smiling. So first thing first, I'm going to let Lexi read the appreciation.
Louise Hayes says, praise yourself as much as you can. The love in our lives begin with us. Loving yourself will help heal this planet. Write down 10 things that you appreciate about yourself. Read aloud what you have written.
Love you, Mama.
Love you too, son. Okay, so let's, why don't you do 5 and I'll do 5. And you think this is so easy, but actually when you don't really love yourself, it's hard to think about things
so say,
that you
say my
like
thing,
about
say
yourself.
5 things that I love about myself out loud. I like my diverse background.
Yes, I like it too.
Thanks.
You're hot.
I like, I appreciate my diverse background. I appreciate motherhood.
Yes, that's nice.
I appreciate
Hey.
the abilities to express myself through senses.
Love you too.
I appreciate that. I appreciate family, of course, and I appreciate my health being, at a point where I can travel and, do whatever it is that I want to do.
Something you never want to take for granted.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that I live in a country where I can love the God that I choose to love.
Okay.
Even though not everybody respects that, I think it's a nice thing.
See how high I can go.
Like, are we doing something?
Were you swinging? That's okay. You can swing. And then I really appreciate my mom and all the sacrifices and everything that she's done for me. And
So sacrifices made.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that, even though I didn't appreciate it that much as a younger person. I really appreciate that she took the time out to discipline us and show us respect and
Motivation.
taught us how to respect other people, because some people just aren't taught that.
And desensitized to a lot of things.
I appreciate the fact that my mom was real open with us about many topics. She always wanted us to pick what we wanted to seek in life. Yes, she introduced us to Jesus and religion, but she also always told us, whatever path that takes you on, I'm not going to have a problem with it. Right. Whatever religion you want to be. Which made me more open to Christianity, because she wasn't forcing it on me, And then she was really open, with, you're 16, I work 2 jobs, I'm a single mom, I need for you to make sure you have safe sex. I appreciate that, because it made me, always do my yearly checkups.
You appreciate it also, not just sacrifices, but the conversations that y'all had.
I appreciate that, because a lot of parents don't do that nowadays, or they're afraid to talk about these things with their kids. But I'm just so thankful that I had a parent that was really comfortable having conversations that a lot of people would be like, oh, well, let's just avoid that until we have a problem.
Exactly. So that is honestly something to appreciate.
I love that
caring,
about my mom.
Loving, aware, willing parent.
Yeah.
One dog crawled under the wall.
It's okay. Sometimes you got to kill a bug with a shoe. You can do it.
And give us a couple minutes, Parker.
Yeah, we'll be done in a little
piece,
bit.
just a little bit.
Love you too. And I appreciate, I appreciated that my mom instilled in me early on about loyalty and my responsibility to create my, number one, own happiness, which I learned later in life, because people talk to you about that, but you have to experience it. And she taught us early on, like, it is your job to create your finances. Like, we took out trash for 25 cents a bag. We had a babysit if we wanted more than that. You know what I mean? And we babysat for $1 an hour per kid. 3 kids, $3 an hour. You know, and I had a newspaper job. I had to get up every morning, deliver these newspapers before I went to school. And my hustle started when I was in the 3rd grade. You know, like, a lot of parents, they coddle their children and they tell them about finances, but they don't really
give them the responsibility.
Yeah, like, put it on them. Like, what are you going to do, like, besides this Kool-Aid stand in the front yard, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But that's still, like, your parents are making the lemonade.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember when Kiki was real young, she wanted to, you know, she was always business-minded, and she used to sell jewelry. And I got her a place at the farmer's market, and I used to help her make her necklaces and bracelets, which, let me tell you, that stuff's hard to do. And I taught her, like, how hard it is to sell things because, yeah, all your family can come by, but they're not going to continuously come by every single farmer's market. Like, eventually you have to, like, build clientele, and that's a harder thing to do.
Right.
So we kind of, like, tried to teach her that because we could tell, like, love you too, son. Like, that was in her. Like, she had the desire to create her own thing.
And she still does.
Yeah, and she does great. Yeah, she does real good.
So.
I'm not saying we had, like, a lot to do with that. That was her
but
desire.
Just little things that you can notice in your child.
We tried to bring awareness to the struggle in that type of field, though. You know, instead of making it a fairy tale.
We have Lola. Lola says she wants to play. She said, I love my diversity, love being a mother as well, and I appreciate the fact that I came from a thorny lifestyle and still became a flower. Awesome. I appreciate helping others and the gift of loving others even when they don't love themselves.
Yes.
I appreciate the love I have for God, my own personal spiritual relationship with the Lord. Thank you for playing. That was great.
Else. Yeah, and I think it's easier.
Or participating, not playing, but participating.
Thank you for adding some conversation. You have to pick a different toy right now, okay, while we do this. But you can play with anything on your own. All right, babe? All right. So I just... We're getting bombarded.
We get bombarded with motherhood.
Just a minute, Tia. I'll get with you in a moment, okay?
So, with appreciation, did you finish your list?
Not really, but I just want to comment on her. Mm-hmm. Like, I think she's saying, like, she wasn't born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Mm-hmm. And I want to say, like, I totally get that. Like, a lot of times people judge where you are today and they don't realize where you've come from. Even, like, with confidence.
I tell people all the time, openness. Paths are just your path. Like, if you got it, and it goes like this.
And I love it when people can progress or build on their dreams, their path.
Or understand. I like when people can understand why they went through what they went through and make sense of it, because that's usually that effect. And then you be like, you know what, I can be anything because I went through all of this and it got me here. So it keeps you not as fearful, with day one courage, because you realize, like, I've been here, you know what I'm saying? And I can make it through anything. So you do appreciate when courage comes, when, there's a chance to be courageous or even, understanding of your path. Yeah. So that's what's up.
And I think it's really good to appreciate your family, whether you're appreciating them because they're helping you step up or whether you're just appreciating because you just learned so many things from them. Like, not every family is built the same. Like, some families, like, they're pushing you, in other families, you're like the trendsetter. Mm-hmm. And however your family is, that's a blessing. Like, don't ever be like, because you're, at the end of the day, you're still self-made.
Well, am I a Jenner self-made? No, just playing.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's easier to be self-made, but at the end, you motivate yourself to be
who you want to be.
Yeah, and go where you want to be at. Of course, those dreams are harder depending on where you're at. Mm-hmm. But 100% understand that. Trust me. Struggle is real.
So, with appreciation, what you just named, like, a couple things. I don't think we let you finish, but why do you appreciate? Why do you think you appreciate as a human being? I know it's kind of broad, but
I feel like when you appreciate as a human being, that's really like allowing yourself to be in harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Because appreciating is like, to me, like a vital thing. Like with grateful, faithful, loyal, humble, like, you know, there's
It
some
helps
traits.
with the exchange of
if
flow.
you don't have them, like, you just aren't really complete.
Mm-hmm.
If you never appreciate anything, even if it's not people, if all you appreciate is material things, like, I feel sorry for you, but because there's so much more,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a state of happiness and other things that you can really appreciate, or there's like lessons learned that you can really appreciate. It doesn't have to be material things.
No.
Because I appreciate my health and my family more than anything. And as long as I have my health and my family, if I get knocked down, I know I can get back up.
Mm-hmm.
But if I only appreciate material things, who's going to help me get back up?
Exactly. And I appreciate...
You're going to get knocked down.
All the things I appreciate them because I realize without them, life wouldn't be... I mean, life would probably go on, you know, but it wouldn't give it as much...
Yes. I do appreciate one
purpose.
material thing. I'm just going to be real. I appreciate my pool. It's just a white trash above ground pool. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing fancy going on over here.
Our thing.
But I really appreciate the peace that I get in there. I appreciate the laughter I share with other people in there. I just love, like, the little adventures I have with my kids, my underwater camera, the mermaid bubbles, like, just like these things that you can do
to make you happy about life.
Yeah, and I like sharing it, but I also like reading my book by myself.
And you know what? I think like
in the pool.
Right. We spoke on courage,
And
smiling,
yes.
and this is being appreciation. I think with these things, like, we're going to go, it's just to make you, like, love and appreciate, like, you know, enjoy life more, because usually if you enjoy life more, you are less violent, because you start to
have more peace.
You start to understand life through all of these 64 different practices, and you'll be like, okay, that person is going through practice number this. I don't have to hate them. I don't have to
they're still having a hard time
discourage
smiling.
them. I don't have to do anything like that. What I can do is give them another, you know, act that they can probably, you know, use as a step to get to a place where they can understand life is beautiful or is a gift.
Yeah.
So hopefully all of these steps help you understand that life is really a gift, so that you don't have to be violent to yourself or to others around you. You'll be more...
And the more you appreciate, the more peaceful you will be. Like, I just try to appreciate every
Thank
day.
you, Tanika. Today, Tanika blessed me. She did. She blessed me with... She blessed me today, so I just wanted to tell her thank you, and I appreciate you.
And thanks for whatever it is you did, because people don't need to know. It's just nice to know that people think of you.
It was up there, so thank you so much, Tanika. Tanika,
Miss Patterson?
Yes, Miss Patterson. Mm-hmm. She definitely
blessed
me and spreaded her positivity today.
Awesome.
So
I just want to encourage everybody, like, just practice little things every week. Like, practice having the courage to find your path, or to do something,
or smiling.
Yeah, or to smile, or to just step out and, like, be a better person, and to work on yourself in those areas. And that includes, like, giving yourself time. Like, if you're a super stressed person, you might just need the courage for yourself timeouts.
Yes.
Where you do your own thing for 15,
time
30
is
minutes.
probably something we should, our breath and time are two things we probably should have put on those lists.
Yes. You know, take deep breaths, relax. Like, it doesn't cost a whole bunch of money to find your peace. And then we were just so happy that we talked about smiling, and we love that the kids sang that Michael Jackson song. I hope you guys watched it. I mean, these kids are entertainers, for real, for real. And, you know, encourage people to smile. Try to smile at other people. Smiling
and fight your demons, whether big or small. It can, like, for me, one thing that I've noticed about myself, this kind of going back to courage, and I hate this, but we can always step back a little bit.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
With courage, sometimes it's just facing things that you know you should be doing better, you know, and you be like, oh, I know, like going to the gym, or eating better, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I know I'm supposed to be doing it, but I don't feel like it.
Yeah,
so that takes time to be like, you know what, I have to really dedicate myself to improving myself, even if it's something so small.
Just start with water.
Well, all I drink is water. That's not a hard part for me, but small steps.
For people that are struggling, like, pick one thing. Start with one thing to change that area in your life that you want to work on.
And when you become courageous and you fight those, you know, demons, or you face those battles or struggles, you do start to appreciate yourself for doing those steps and taking those.
Like this thing right here, like, it really took a lot of courage for me to do it, because I'm like, oh, I don't know about this live thing. I don't know about this YouTube thing, but I know I want to talk to to people about this because it's so beneficial to them. And it's just some easy things that you can do to make yourself so happy. But people are just always focused with getting the kids to soccer practice or picking up the kids or trying to get this done or that done, that you don't ever take time out to improve yourself. Like, just...
So, yeah. So, with this, we just trying to help people, like, look at ways to, like, improve themselves. Because I think we all kind of know ways that everybody can improve.
This is better than a New Year's resolution. This is something you can do every week, can work on it over and over again, and then keep building on it. And then let it change you.
Let it marinate.
Yeah, let it sink in. And then, today, just look around. There's so many things to be appreciative about, like the weather right now.
The weather. Yes, and the sun staying out.
Yes, I'm so blessed by the weather because I'm one of those people that don't do well when it's rainy and dreary. I'm a sunshine girl, and I need that sunshine to produce this smile on my face.
Me too, and to get me out of the house. So thank you, time, for changing, because I've been waiting.
So we just want to thank everybody for checking in. We're going to come every Monday at 6:30 or Tuesday at around noon because we do have things going on, so we can't commit to a one time frame. Next week, we're going to talk about caring. We also wanted to mention that if you're doing this with your kids this week, what you should be doing with your children is... Lexi?
For appreciation, tell each member of your family one thing you like about them. So each family member, just give them one thing. Just text them, call them, and just let them know, hey, this is what I do like about you.
And when your kids do it, don't discourage them. Like if they say, I like it that Grandpa
buys me shoes.
Yeah, just let them have that.
Just let them have it.
Don't try to dictate what they appreciate.
You know what? My mom has like a box full of like little stuff that we did throughout, and Monty wrote her a note, and it's like, Mom, I am so thankful that you buy me things that I want, even though I know times get hard. But I'm so thankful that even though you can't buy everything, you can't buy everything. I'm thankful for the stuff that you do buy. My mom like, what do you want?
Yeah, just let your family have whatever it is that they appreciate. Because even though sometimes we look for bigger things or bigger changes in people, work with the little thing.
Yes.
And work with the little thing with yourself. Like, be happy with the little steps. Mm-hmm. Every little step will get you to the result where you want to be. And at the end, the result should be that you are at peace with yourself, you're at peace with your neighbor, and you are comfortable in your own shoes.
Yeah. And that doesn't always mean positive, but just, balanced. I tell people a nice balance.
Yeah. So next week, caring. We don't know when, either Monday or Tuesday. But we are going to get it more together.
We will. So until then, I'm going to just read one of these nonviolent inspirational quotes. It says, you can no more win a war than you can win an earthquake.
Okay. And then I want to say something else, too. I printed this definition off, and it says, appreciation, recognizing and enjoying of the good quality of someone or something. A smile is appreciation. So that's why I wanted to read that, because we just talked about smiling. So you can really let people know you appreciate them if you just give them a smile. And then I was just going to say,
love you, Mama.
Love you too. That appreciation also is fully understanding a situation, maybe your situation, like coming just to grips with yourself, like where you're at, why you're getting where you're at, how you change this result, how you can do something different that's better for you. And appreciation also is like increasing the value in something. And I would say try to focus on increasing the value in yourself. Like, how can you make yourself a more valuable person to the community, to yourself, to your neighbor, to your friends, to your family? Just create value in yourself. Work on creating understanding. You don't have to agree, but to understand is so beautiful.
It is.
And it means that
I was just talking to somebody about that, though. But, yeah, that'd be another thing.
Just, recognize that having understanding is not saying you agree. It's just saying, I understand where you're coming from. I understand how you're feeling. You don't have to buy into it. you don't have to apply it to yourself, but you can recognize like how people are different, how we have a different.
And you can appreciate difference because that's what makes you special.
Yeah.
If everybody was just like you wouldn't be special.
Just have understanding for people. Like that's a form of appreciation. Like just being willing to listen to someone and understand what they're saying, and that know that what they're saying and what the situation is honest and true to them. Because at the end of the day, there's 3 points to every story: Lexi's, mine, and God's. So they're all the same. Mine isn't totally right. Hers isn't totally right. The only one that's totally right is the person that's not participating in the situation.
The one not participating in perspective, but
So,
perception.
Respect and understand people's situation, how they feel. Even though you may not agree with it, that is their moment. You know, love and respect them in their moment as well. I just think that, you know, it's important. I'm sorry.
Give me a hug.
I love you.
I love you too.
And then anything you want to...
Nope.
Okay.
Peace.
We'll see you guys next Monday or Tuesday, and just try to increase your peace in your life.
Yep. And
Stay
understanding and balance.
Yes.